It's because he's dressed like a soldier.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Unhinged and Uncensored. You know, I'm your host, Lolo Savage, with my co-host, Sergeant McAllister over here. And our first ever returning guest, it's Austin Blythe.
Yeah. He's here.
I'm back, and
Not gonna
last
fucking clap?
time we
What
did
the
that
fuck?
part. We did the announcement of the episode like right at the end. Lauren came in and was like, "Yeah, this is Unhinged Uncensored. This is our guest Austin." So, and then the next guest after I watched, he got like an announcement right away. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I feel like it's a lot easier to cold start, though, when you're a familiar face to most of our audience.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
you were holding the reign there for like our most viewed episode for a while until Nick and Keegan came on.
Ah, damn.
I
Yeah,
just
because there's
sparked it
two
off.
of them though. You got to split the views in half because it's two guests.
Yeah. We got to keep the penis titles going. Like the dick themed titles. Those are what really gets it.
Yeah, I can still. I
Honestly.
brought a folder if we wanted to do the scene after, if we want to really go for some views.
That's
and you want
right,
to put
yeah.
it in as the entrance. I brought the folder from work, and I'll just come in and like make our own announcement
Folder.
video.
I'm so confused. Wait, what?
The John Cena thing. How I told you when the John Cena thing happened, where he came out naked. When he came out naked at the Emmys or Grammys, I was like, I should do that for the next time I come on the Unhinged and Uncensored podcast. And I should just come in and we should just write Unhinged and Uncensored.
Will you two
on
put
the
us down
folder.
for that?
No, I don't
I don't
think
think
so.
they would. No,
Well, we
because
can
It
work-
doesn't matter. I think we'll get the views either way.
Austin, go change. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm saying I'll do it right
change.
after the episode. Right after the episode,
Right now.
I'll pump out like 65 push-ups, and I'll just come in here. I'm not doing it without a little bit of a pump, so I gotta look jacked.
That's like from Sunny. Like Dennis is always saying that shit. Like, I gotta get my pump on.
Yeah, no, for real. If I'm gonna do that, I gotta do maybe a couple of sit-ups.
Nah,
I
dude.
pump out.
Bro,
when I
you're
take my
way
shirt
ahead
off.
of where I'm at, dog. I can tell you that. I mean, I'm pretty fucking... Like, my pump today was fucking good. I had a good, like... I was hitting this... I don't even know what you would call the pose, because I don't really pose. But I was really just flexing my shoulders, chest, and lats. And just, like, arms out. But I didn't focus on the bicep. My fucking lats were just popping.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, dude.
Yeah, I've been working really hard on that.
I'm just a fat fuck, though, still at the same time. But... I have been eating a lot better. Like, the worst thing in my diet right now would be the beer. And, you know, I've just been getting in the gym, staying more consistent than I have been in a while. And I'm going to go up to 200.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to...
Yeah,
Go from
that's
there.
kind of my goal too. I was thinking 185, 200, but I haven't weighed myself. And last time I went down, I was
Coleman's
165
already 256.
and went 160. Yeah, we're gonna get Coleman on a cut, dude. We're gonna get him some 2-in-1
today,
workout.
you know what today I did for lifting? I lifted the chicken fajita from my plate up to my mouth.
Yeah, sometimes you get the
repeatedly.
12-ounce curls in.
No, I actually didn't eat that much today.
I
I
get
took
the
an Addy.
fucking 12 ounce.
That's true. Wait, when did you work out today?
I worked out and I got done 5 o'clock-ish, I think.
Yeah.
No, it was later than that. No, because I stood in the office and talked to the apartment manager for a while.
Shouldn't be drinking beer at that close after the workout. Should give it like maybe like 2 hours is good.
Well, I was in there. I mean, I probably got done around 5 still, maybe 5:15, because I talked to that lady for like 20 fucking minutes. And then I went to the grocery store because I needed to get some more protein stuff. Got
Like
some
whey
ham,
some actual food.
some ham, some salami.
I went to the protein house today or something like that over by kind of over in Urbandale,
Noodle
right?
House or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the protein something or other. But I got this Cajun chicken bowl and it was pretty good. Kind of expensive, like $16,
I'm thinking of
$17.
Noodles and Co.
Yeah, definitely not that. It was like it feels like it's a
Oh,
one-off.
I know what you're talking about. Like
It's
it's
called
what again?
commercials.
It's like the Protein House or something, like Protein Shack maybe. But then I drive over there and there's like a nutrition place, there's like a meals prep place, and then there's this
Yeah,
big
there's-
ass Lifetime Fitness, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's-
did
so
they
that's
just
where-
build this whole block just like strictly? They're like, all right, we go work out right after we get our meal, we hit the Protein Shack, then right after that, if we need some whey protein, we hit the
Yeah.
nutrition shop. I'm like,
You
I
know,
mean,
this
I'm
is
sure
sweet.
Lifetime was probably the first thing there.
Yeah.
And then they probably like really, you know, it helps
Just
their
developed around it.
marketing to have these things around. It's
Yeah,
like, wow,
for
when
sure.
everything's here and there's even a spot to get a haircut right there, you know, it's like, oh, We can do what the fuck ever right here. Get it all done in one fucking go. I go work out, I shower up, take a little swim, shower up, go and get more protein if I need it. Then I go and get a fresh cut, which...
Dude, that's a big building. It looked like it might have some basketball in there, maybe some racquetball, definitely a pool.
I think they do have basketball in there. But that's where Fresh Fit Meals is.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it is.
So we
that was the other place that I saw.
Fitness sign out there and shit like that, and the whole canopy, and that's where I'm gonna start buying through them. I think because it's like $165 a week to get your meals all put together. Shit. There you go. We need to call them up. Be like, hey,
I guess that is healthy. That's expensive though. You could probably go to Aldi and just like meal prep for like half the price.
Yeah, but I don't have to. That's the point.
That's true.
It's
That's
like
true.
all these, and then you have to think about it this way. This is where it also gets more expensive. So they make it portioned correctly for you to have like steak, onions, bell peppers, and then maybe some potatoes, right? If you go to the store though, it's a lot more difficult. Like you get left with so many leftovers and shit. And then I have to make sure I eat them before they go bad. Yeah. This just switches it up every time, and then I build loyalty points and eventually get some shit for free. So I'm like,
yeah, we thought about doing that too, me and Molly, doing one of those things, but we're trying the home style for a little bit longer because that's how I've always gone.
Always a good move. Always a good move. But sometimes, because you can just go in there and grab a meal off the thing, you should try it out at least. Because a lot of these things that I've seen online and shit and that are always in the ads, people are like, yeah, but they don't really look like that when you get them. Like you look at bad reviews online and it's like, yeah, that looks like some fucking frozen shit that you'd usually buy at Hy-Vee and throw in the microwave. But the Fresh Fit Meals is like you can see them and smell them cooking back there and tell that they're using like pretty quality shit.
We done the Hello Fresh. Me and Haley did the Hello Fresh a couple times and we liked it. They were very like it was like a lot of very high, like I can't even think, like juicy flavors. I don't know.
Nutrient dense?
Citrus flavors. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, very citrusy is what Haley always went for. But they're pretty good.
So if any of these companies are looking for a podcast to sponsor their things on.
Lauren needs free meals.
Yeah.
I don't need any extra meals. Trust me, I've been getting enough. Anyways, after this amazing piece of podcast content right here, I want to talk about something. I want to review the Christmas party at my old apartment.
That's fair. That'll be a fun one.
I forgot the exact moment that I needed to review.
Yeah, do we even know what year that was real quick?
2015 maybe? 2015 sounds right.
Yeah.
No.
2016
Wait, yeah,
maybe?
we weren't 21. And they did not care about the alcohol at all.
No, some of us were 21. I feel like I was definitely 21. Maybe I wasn't. No, because my 20th birthday was at Devon's.
That could have been it.
My 20th birthday was when we got busted in Sigourney.
And I was 19.
At Devon's.
I was 19.
Yeah, so that was my 20th. So 21st, we were at Tyler's. And then we ended up at your place. And I called my dad just tripping dicks, dude, at Tyler's place. That's when I think JJ was cursing a bunch. But we all were over at Tyler's house. Yeah, that was.
Dude, we were at this dude's place one time. Now we have to off track. We're at this dude's place one time, and we're all tripping acid, and he's kind of upset, and he's already it's already just not like a great vibe. And he takes this fucking limited edition gold. What was the game?
Was it
Zelda?
Yeah, it was Zelda. It was the Majora's Mask.
It was like special edition shit. Like this shit would have been so expensive. Just fucking smashes it on the ground. No. It's his own shit too. But we're like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like we're like, that was limited edition right there. Like, are you he just killed a piece of history right in front of our face.
But he did it because it wasn't. He said it was a fake, and he was like, you can't. We couldn't tell why after, of course. But he was like, you could tell it was a fake.
You know, the funny thing is, it probably definitely was not a fake. He probably just had that revelation.
Day. I think if it plays, it works.
All I know is we left. We left. I was like, I'm ready to go. JJ's like, yeah, I'm with you on that. Went back to my place and then probably just did a bunch of blow. But anyways, so when we were fucked up, Blythe was almost the fucking antagonist in the whole story, bro. You should have seen this, man.
Oh, yeah.
There's a point where, the cop knocked on the door. I turned to everybody. I'm like, fucking cops are here. So I end up going outside. I'm standing out there talking to the cop, doing whatever I can to avoid him coming in. And I'm standing against the door, and somebody tries to open it, and it goes, doof. I'm like, and then I lean back into it, and then it's like, boom, boom, and I turn, light stood up, and he fucking donkey kicked the door open. And then the door just swings open. He comes out with like a button-up shirt, but it's like unbuttoned. So it's just like bare skin showing. He walks out like, the fuck is going on?
Oh my god.
Door's just wide open. Smoke's just pouring out. I know the smell of marijuana was just all up in Blanchard's nose.
I had this confidence that I could talk to any cop after like a couple of situations that I've had before that I've gotten out of, but not everyone got out, but I've gotten out of them. So I just had this confidence and thought, you know what? I bet you I can talk our way out of this situation as well.
You know, I think
we did tell him. I was like, come on, man, it's Christmas. I was like, we got to give everybody a ticket. It's Christmas. And they stood there silently for a minute, and then they're like, okay.
Well, wait, they got in first. Okay, so once they got in because I came out there, smelled like weed, and I think they said one of our friends got pulled over on the way and she had a bunch of pills, but they were her pills because she just had a surgery.
No, it was at the place. They searched Devin's purse, and she had a whole big ass bottle of pills, but she had just got her wisdom teeth taken out.
Oh yeah. So
did
she just had a surgery. Yeah.
Did she tell them where the party was? Is that what?
No, who?
Oh, it was bullshit.
They came looking for my cousin.
Yeah. Was it Jalen? Yeah, right.
And then Drayton showed up at the door with the cop.
Drayton
I was
showed
like,
up at it. He was mad at Drayton.
Motherfucker,
he was mad at him for a while.
Oh, dude, I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking. But then it was just because Mama's boy listening to Mom. Really is what that came down to.
But Blanchard gets in. So Blanchard gets in. He's like, all right, it obviously smells like weed. Who has it? And I was like, I don't even know what weed smells like, officer. And he's like, all right, you're getting searched first. Picks me up by my pants, by my
grabs his pockets and just fucking pulls them forward.
Them out.
Just
pack
dumps all
Newport
his
menthols fall out. And before they got in, I ran back and just took all the weed that was on the table and just swiped it all on the ground too. Just
and he went in with that. Didn't turn any lights on. Went in with the flashlight and was looking. There's this fucking huge bong. There's like this shelf and then another higher up shelf, but then there's a third step up and the bong's all the way on the top, and he just went and then just completely missed it.
That's always the best when they completely miss the shit.
Yeah, this is wild.
And then there's like this closet in there that's like built into the wall, and the person who had weed on him went doof and threw it up top. I didn't even know it was up there. He called me like 2 hours later. He's like, yo, my bud's in your place on top of this. We look up there, we're like, what the fuck, dude? Oh shit!
That's wild.
They ended up letting everybody go home though.
Yeah.
Oh really?
It was so stupid. We're just worried about the weed.
Yeah, I was like, so you're telling me that everyone could be drunk as fuck right now, and you're just gonna let them all walk out if somebody hands you some weed? And they did think about it, and then Lauren's like, it's Christmas, and we're like, it's Christmas, come on, and everyone got out of there scot-free. They
didn't even take me to jail.
That's a Christmas story.
Yeah.
Well, you look white enough. I think that's
the bonus was my stepdad's a cop.
Yeah, that's
or was a cop.
So they really are the ones who laid down the law the next morning.
Oh yeah,
they were not happy.
Not happy at all. Probably the most angry I've ever seen my mom at me.
Wait, is that when you moved out to Troy's?
Yep.
That was like a domino effect of just bad things.
Yep. About a month later, dude. That's when we got raided.
Damn. Yep. In 2015, I actually got busted at a party myself. It was crazy because
I got busted at parties.
Yeah, I didn't live as extravagantly, fortunately.
Oh, dude, it was fucking... You remember when we almost fought the dudes in Knoxville? We went to a bonfire in Knoxville, and they had this fucking Confederate flag.
Wait, is that the time that the guy came on with a horse, rode the horse down?
No, that was Swan.
That was a big ass fire. And
we had like 50 people in an all-out fucking brawl.
It was bad. Dude comes running down with a gun.
This dude's on horseback with a shotgun. Everybody stopped fighting immediately, and they're like, whoa. Just put the gun down. He's like, get the fuck off my property. We're like, we're going.
And then people were pulling up in cars, and they're like, are you Jared? And then one of our homies' name was Jared, but then we had to be like, oh wait, this isn't the Jared that everyone was looking for. I don't remember what
Jared it was, too. But some Jared, I guess, was like a 22-year-old dude coming to the party who had just got caught with a 15-year-old girl. And when he pulled up, we like beat the fuck out of him through the windows.
His
and like,
car was busted.
There's this big old fat dude, bro, in fucking shit kickers, just fucking jumping on his windshield.
Every guy like elbow drops, he kind of fucking jumping every week, fucking jumps.
His car like broke down at the end of this fucking road, and he was calling the cops too. Like I really wanted to just hop out, snatch his phone real quick, and fucking toss it. But it's probably a good thing I didn't. They probably would have came looking for me.
Yeah,
those Southeast Iowa fucking cornfield fucking the other parties are
we're at
fucking
this
nuts.
place with this fucking Confederate flag. And, like, I took a fucking picture with it, like, holding on to it and shit. Because, like, I was just fucked up drinking 40s, having a good time. And I was like, I don't fucking like it, but I was like, I don't know, it's not my place, so I'm not going to tell it. And then this dude starts popping off, just fucking screaming about it. He's like, you know what those fucking stars stand for? He's like, those stand for the original 13 colonies. We're like, that stands for the 12 states that seceded from the U.S. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They got real fucking racist.
You guys mixed up.
We ended up leaving though. We ended up fucking leaving, and because I was like, I only had Blythe and then Scott Stout for backup.
But we were fucking, dude, we were giving them hell about that. About the third dude. Wait, was Devin with us too?
Maybe, yeah, maybe. But we made them look fucking stupid, so we just needed to leave because there was too many of them though.
Yeah.
And then the next weekend, we make sure that they're invited to this party in Oskaloosa, right? We're like, you want to fucking start shit and talk shit. We're like, come to the 641, dog. And we're like, at Writing Minders, dude. Outside, like, Rose Hill.
Yeah.
That fucking big-ass spot, dude. There's like 120 fucking people in this cornfield. And they're like, who the fuck is the 641? I was like, hey, yo. I don't know. I said, like, make some noise if you representing the 641. Everybody, bro. Whole fucking field of people just like, yeah, let's fucking go. Oh, dude, they were on our ass, bro. There was a point where it was like big rumors started that we were trying to start a gang. We were like, nah.
We're just partying, honestly. And everyone reps it. But I was like,
yeah, just a gang of parties. Activity. But we would whoop your ass if you wanted smoke.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We were definitely down to fucking fight.
What would you guys do if you started gangs? What would be like your thing?
Steal cars, maybe.
Partying, selling drugs.
Partying isn't really.
I mean, that comes with it. I mean, I would want to be like a Fast and the Furious type gang. You know, have a nice chop shop.
Yeah, we'd save money and we'd like own clubs and shit.
Yeah, and then throw parties all the time.
Yeah, there you go. The party's that's the fun part.
Strippers.
About being a gang.
HT.
That's always the appealing part, right?
Let me chill out. That's not a funny joke.
Some 2C.
That's always the appealing part when you see a movie and they like walk out of the strip club and it's like morning and they're like, that'd be kind of fun. Like,
not at all.
Not really.
Oh, about lost my Zoom. But I went to a strip club in Minneapolis and it was probably just like the saddest environment I had ever been in.
Strip club sucks.
Like this chick spends like 5 minutes getting ones thrown at her, and then she just crawls along the floor in this big loop, picking up this money on her hands and knees. I'm just thinking to myself, like, is this where you want to be? Like, that's wild.
Probably is.
Bro.
It probably is. My
she
mom,
didn't look happy.
She like my mom. When I went to the Wisconsin Dells as a kid, my grandma was watching us while her and my dad went out, and they were like, "Yeah, we went to the Wisconsin Dells." And I was just sad for those girls.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't necessarily sad.
But they look sad. Is what she looked said.
Sad.
Like
they.
Well, it's amazing that people like, I don't know, people like think that's gonna be like a cushy job, like anything in sex, like in the sex world, like it's there's some dark.
It's hard, yeah. You gotta deal with some shit. That. There's like dark sides to every industry, but that industry, dude, the dark side is like right there. Like that, like the dark side of a lot of industries are at least hidden. The dark side to like anything sex related, it's like probably out there and probably pretty extreme.
You know what's up.
Shouts out to sex workers.
Yeah, for real.
The sex workers that be giving it up, at least.
What?
Like the ones that give it, the ones that can negotiate. The ones that
are like actually giving it up.
If you're a cheese sex worker, fuck you.
Like, I mean, I'd put it down, you know, but like, I don't got porn star dick. I'm not out here rocking 10 inches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, But
that's where the money.
You don't got a Drake hammer.
Them girls that do shit like that, but then they still throw it back to a guy like me. It's like, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate
I get what you're saying,
the way that you're serving your community right now. I mean, wait, dude. Respect. Shouts out the whores, dude. They're dope. Is that bad? Clap it up.
I'll clap to the
And Lauren's
whores.
the only one participating, obviously.
Well, honestly, I haven't been. Like, I've been chilling. I need to get myself a girlfriend. Lock something in for real.
That's right. That's right.
And
Get the fuck out of here. I told him he was so upset, dude. Because I was like, dude, I just feel like in my 30s, that'll be okay, though. In my 30s, I can be like, yeah, it's your 30s.
He's like, basically he wants to put a pause on the finger up his ass until he's 30.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, 30, bro. I was like, I'm like 28 right now. We got like 2 whole years. And I said I had a compromise. I said, for every year you wait, you just had to do one more finger.
No.
You better get it done before 5, brother. That's not going to be good.
Dude, yeah, and the more fingers you put in, the harder it's going to be to find someone to do that.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Without money. I feel like at some point you have to pay out. You're going to have to be like, okay.
I've told you before that when I get on Tinder, I just swipe, and I be matching with the big girls.
Well, you're shouting out sex workers pretty heavy, and they're like showing a lot of appreciation. Maybe they can make some money from it too, and you guys can do a video where a girl shows her finger up her ass.
No. She's got to be a big girl. Though.
Oh yeah, that's true, big girl.
There's a market.
Yeah, I think so.
I said I'll just go on like, set me up with some girls. I'll go on a blind date, and I just have to feel their hands. Who's got the smallest fingers?
You just grab a bottle of lotion.
Let's go to number 6.
You're just moisturizing their hand.
Dude,
like,
I'm
what are you
going
doing?
out for tacos night before too. Oh yeah, no shower.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Well, I'm not gonna make it fun for them. It ain't gonna be fun for me. It ain't gonna be fun for them.
Such a.
That's a very low way to
Tighten up, Sergeant McAllister, dude. You're fucking. You're slouching, motherfucker.
All right, 10 hut. 800 hours, sir.
You're kind of good at that.
My uncle has his he's military, and he has his clock on military time too. So he'll give me a ride, and I'll see and it just throws me off every time. I'm 17, 13. Okay,
yeah, for
cool.
17. Like what? What fucking time?
It's just wild how that gets so ingrained in those type of people. I got a lot of military in my family. I definitely have that cop military energy deep in me somewhere that I can just just bring it out.
We were just talking about this too. Oh, fucking goddamn. We were just talking about that you might be a cop.
If I was a cop, what I'd be doing right now is I'd be going after Diddy, I think.
Trying to fucking really get your name out there.
Yeah,
I'm getting a huge fucking raise.
Yeah, for real. I'm
a real big raise when I bring you in, boy.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Yeah. I'm thinking of hopping on that case because doing undercover with you guys for all these years has just been I haven't gone a lot, man.
Yeah, that's true. You should have hung out with us when we were going to those parties down in Southeast Iowa.
For real, dude. We lit Southeast Iowa up,
dude. I don't know if it probably is the same, but I don't know. Probably not, dude.
Way, dude.
Those parties were insane. What we were doing.
There's no fucking way that these kids party like we were partying.
Yeah, I agree.
Too much social media involved. There wasn't.
Kids don't even get out anymore.
Huh?
Kids don't even really get out anymore.
Yeah.
That's a big
fucking
problem.
Little turd buckets, dude. They just sit inside of the stream.
Yeah, they game and jerk off all day. It's paradise, really.
Yep.
Yeah, I do see people talking about how people need to chill on jerking off. I heard that Texas just made Pornhub illegal, or made the age 21, and then people were saying they couldn't get on it.
God.
Yeah.
That's so retarded.
How do they do that? Christ. I don't understand how they figure
out.
That's
a good question.
Like, you got to put in your ID?
So in Utah, that's what you have to do. That's what Nick said. Nick was telling when I went to Colorado with him, he was like complaining about how you have to put your ID in, and it's like you had to go through a lot to watch porn in Utah.
Damn.
Like Mormons and shit.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. That's retarded.
I just don't get it. What is the...
Because it's these fucking, I'm assuming conservatives, people just like come in, they're like, okay, we're gonna like we need to have all these restrictions so kids aren't exposed to porn. But like it's just a losing battle.
Well, yeah, look at
everyone gets fucking exposed to porn. If you go to
the comment section on any big streamer's post, it's just like, oh yeah, well check out this pussy in my profile. It's just like
any one of Sexy Red's tweets. Doesn't matter what she says. Y'all ready for a new single? And then, like, first thing in is just, like, some bitches popping pussy,
You ready for this asshole? Just like, God damn.
Yeah, I really need to, I really only hop on Twitter now when I'm, like, looking up for some current news thing that I can't find a good article on yet or YouTube videos on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm just about to make a brand new account. We need to make an X account for the podcast, actually. And then I'll just use that as my feed. Yeah. So then maybe I just won't fucking... Because it's got to be something I did at some point. Like, I had to have liked some post of, like, girls with big asses, and then it eventually just fed down the line.
Do you follow, like... what your ex is now? Your ex is just a bunch of big asses?
But there's... It's like people fighting, people dying, girls popping pussy in sports.
Yeah.
And, like, never anything funny. There's never anything funny.
Elon took the funny out of it.
I guess, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, every once in a while I'll see something funny, but mostly it's like a big trend that's happening though, so you have to see that. That's the only thing you see. But yeah.
Nah, yeah, I see the funny stuff on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's where the funny stuff is. Yeah, well, I think the reason he called it X was because he just wanted to fucking basically burn it. I mean, he still has a company, so maybe not really, but like he really just wanted to like tarnish the fucking, because he hated Twitter. Like he loved Twitter, and then he hated it because of what they became, you know?
Yeah.
And so now we just let it turn into a fucking cesspool.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It was always a cesspool, though.
Everyone's always arguing on there. No matter what group I go to, WWE, EDM, Twitter, Star Wars. Final Fantasy people get along all right, honestly.
You should see our comment section when we fucking talk about politics.
Yeah.
Want to talk about fucking arguments. God damn, they hate each other.
You still on the Trump train?
Man, we talked about this, I think, on here. Did we?
I don't know. I don't think we talked about Trump with Blythe. No, I don't think we did.
I mean, sure. It's basically just a whole fucking joke. And then everybody got so upset about it.
I can't find.
Well, then just switch to RFK.
No. I would still rather have Trump than Biden, though. Absolutely. After 4 years of Trump and 4 years of Biden, I'm like, yeah, I'd rather have four more years of Trump.
See, and I can agree with that statement. With like, and it feel like anytime you admit that, though, you like feel like you're going on the train.
I'm not saying that.
I mean, I'm not gonna vote for either.
Yeah, I'm not gonna vote.
No,
for
me
either.
neither.
I'm not gonna vote either.
But okay, here's the reality: that things were cheaper under Trump. And that's a huge thing for everyone. I mean, that's the most important thing, really. Like, okay, can you go home? Can you buy dinner? Mm-hmm. Like that's the thing that everybody needs at the end of the day. And if one president can provide that, not even provide it, but like if under their presidency that's more available, people are gonna. I mean, it's gonna be the better situation.
Security, you want to feel secure as a country, which I mean, I'm indifferent right now. We're kind of staying out of everything for the moment, which is all right.
Hell no, we're sending hella money.
I mean, yeah, we're giving.
Dude, did you hear about what just happened with the UN? They did a vote on the ceasefire in Gaza, and the U.S. declined to vote. I could be wrong on this, but the U.S. of course, they declined the vote in Gaza, and then for the ceasefire in Gaza, and then everyone else voted that they wanted a ceasefire. They want let's stop.
So wait, they declined the vote.
So the U.S. was like, we're not going to vote for this. They declined to vote.
Just didn't even vote. Just deferred.
Yeah, they brought the vote to the UN table, and they were like, okay, we need to vote on.
If you guys don't want it to stop, I guess we'll stop making money. But I'm not going to vote for us to stop making money.
Like, nope, we're not fucking voting this. Like, yeah, that's how fucking corrupt we are, man.
I mean,
Gotta love it.
or maybe that's just, I mean, a lot of us have been said that, though. Like, a lot of the American people have been like, why don't we stay out of other people's issues? Like, why don't we quit getting involved? And so maybe that's also just like the new route that we're trying to take.
I don't think, no. If that had been the route, then they would have been a ceasefire. I mean, ceasefire is the way to end it. That's the way to, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, shit, but it's not our issue. That's what I'm saying.
But it is... I mean, we're still funding it, though.
Most Americans lately have been like, yeah, no. Like, well, obviously we're still funding them. We fund a lot of fucking places. So I get your argument, but I'm saying, like, we don't know for sure.
I'm just saying that's the pro-Israel side to say, like, we don't want a ceasefire. Like, we want to keep attacking Gaza.
Yeah, no, we definitely need to. I think we need to stop that. Honestly,
no, I agree.
Yeah, we definitely need to stop. And it's like it's so fucked up because it does seem like the United States is like pushing it off as not a super big deal, and then there's like an outcry about it, but there's not a lot of mainstream media covering on it that it's like a horrible thing that's happening. And it's kind of just like, yeah, it's their conflict over there, but it is genocide. Just straight up.
Yeah. It's kind of like, it's a fucked up thing that like is new and happened, but at the same time, it's been like this for 50
and
fucking
it's by
years,
people who have like had a genocide like in recent history. They're like, it's very clear in our memory like what the Holocaust was and shit. And then like to just turn around and do it to another people because you're claiming stake to the land, like you're claiming that it was yours. It's fucked up. Pretty fucked up.
I agree. Yeah, and it's obviously it's kind of hypocritical that we say that, like being in America, like taking, land from the slaves too, right? But like, or not the slaves,
Oh God, we smoked too much before the episode.
Well, we know what the woman's thinking about. He's like, man, I miss the good old days, dude. I miss the good old days.
I wish I could just have someone come in here and clean this up for free.
No, dude, I be asking people shit like that. And like, it seems like a fucking. I think I just get away with it because I'm mixed. But like, if I ask my black homie that, it seems like they seem so insulted at first. I'm like, if slavery was a thing, no race involved, I'm just like, do you think you'd have a slave? If it was like typical that other people had slaves, you know what I'm saying? Like if like 90% of your town had slaves and you could afford them, do you think you'd have slaves? And the answer is pretty much always, no, I'd never fucking do that. But it's like, then you get those people that are a little more like open-minded. They think about it, they're like, okay, well, I probably wouldn't have gone through this and I wouldn't have gone through that if I would have been in a period like that, if that's how things were today. And like any intelligent person usually ends up on the stack of like, I don't know. Like I couldn't really tell you for sure. It's a possibility, but I think it's also not a possibility.
I mean, look, there's a hive mind. There's like a populace, right? Like if everyone's doing something around you, you're probably going to do it too. Oh, yeah. You're probably not really going to think about it. It's like, oh, well, 5 other people in my block have a slave.
Yeah, and that's why like
it lasted a long time too. Like if your
it's still going on today.
Your great grandfather and grandmother start like that. Let's say that's what started, and they bought their first 3 slaves or whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. By the time they get to you and you're in your 20s now, type shit, it's like, yeah, you're probably gonna think a lot of the same ways that they think. Like it's normalized. I don't understand why it's so bad and shit like that. It's very normalized to you, especially when it's generation after generation. It just becomes like a thing. You get deeper into it. Yeah. So
underage marriage. Right? That was common for a long time. People marrying 12-year-olds, which is like...
And 14-year-olds and shit.
Yeah,
which is disgusting.
Organized marriages, too. Just
Which that still happens.
Organized marriages still happen.
Yeah,
not as much,
low-key. They're kind of more low-key, but like, they're like rich families and like, established, powerful families, I'm sure would like to be married into other powerful, established families.
The eastern half of the world is a fucking crazy place, man.
I don't know anything about it, to be honest.
Well, just thinking of like how many places still have kings and queens and they'll still do arranged marriages and things like that. It's just like, damn, bro, because when you're living over here and you learn about history, you're like, man, that's so far away. Yeah. Like that we are so far away from that. But then you're like, learn about over there right now, you're like, oh, we're not as far away from that as I thought.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people in America, not even, I don't know if that's the word, but like, almost like going to these Eastern countries for that reason. Like they want like a more conservative wife. Like that's like a thing that's like happening. It's wild. Yeah, they're wild out there in the fucking Asians. Whatever the fuck.
No,
Same goddamn
Europeans too, I was thinking. Yeah. Middle East, Europe. I mean, Africa too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All of them.
All of it. Well,
It's all different. It's all different out there.
where would y'all visit in if you were like go to somewhere in like the Asian, like
Japan.
that other Japan? I would like Japan too.
Over going to Asia?
I mean, yeah, I guess Asia.
I don't know. I'd have to do more research on it. I don't think. Well, I wouldn't go to Thailand. I wouldn't go to Taiwan. I wouldn't go to fucking India. I wouldn't go to. Probably wouldn't go to China. I don't really know what it's like as an American going to China. Wouldn't go to North Korea.
No, fuck, they wouldn't let you in.
Maybe South Korea.
And if they let you in, you're not getting out.
Are they really like that out there too? Like they wouldn't even let Americans visit?
They let a very small number.
Russians will let you visit, but then as soon as you get there, they're like, guess what? You're coming with me.
At first, I didn't understand where that was going.
No, they're just as soon as they're American. My friend Ryan's out there right now though, and he's been out there for years. But he said it's like a little more relaxed because he's Latino, Mexican. I think he's
in Russia.
Yeah, in Russia. He stayed out there with the old foreign exchange student that we had. He's like, he obviously lives out in Russia, but yeah, he went and visited out there and has just been staying out in Russia for a couple of years now.
Damn.
Yeah. He said he likes it, but he'd been like learning Russian and like. I remember my brother told me, Ryan told him that his goal was to work in like a law firm or like an office with like a bunch of Russians and shit. I was like, all right.
I don't know. Seems like people go to Russia fucking fairly often.
It has a lot of historical.
Is that technically Asia though?
No.
No, it's not Asia, but
It's the top. I mean, well, is it? I don't fucking know.
No, we should know this. I mean, there's 8 continents. It's not a continent.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
I think there's only 7, dude.
There's 7 continents.
Oh yeah, there is 7.
Asia, Africa,
North America,
Europe,
South America, South America, Australia, and
Antarctica. Yeah.
Whatever, dude. I was one off.
There's 8 wonders of the world, I think.
Hey, that's what it is. Yeah.
Stay in school.
God, we're fucking
what the fuck, dude? I could have named it. Hey, fuck you, because maybe I said the number wrong, but I could have named them all. So then Russia would have to be a part of Europe, right? Or Asia.
Europe, I don't fucking know. It's one of those. It's one of those two for sure, though.
It's just got to be a part of one of them. Fuck you, dude. Let's ask you some fucking questions, dude. Right. Okay?
Should we do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah. What do you got? Let's give him a fucking doozy, dude. 12,036 divided by 8.
We're hitting it with a math question.
Hey, you're dealing with the autistic. Be careful. I might be able to actually do that.
Fucking name all the fucking oceans. Or is there only 2 oceans? Nah, there's more than that. I don't know how many oceans.
This isn't great. We don't know.
I know there's at least 3.
Atlantic, Pacific, Arctic, and Indian. There's 4 oceans. Right off the top, baby. And that came back to me like fucking.
Is that what it is? Arctic Ocean?
Arctic, Indian, Atlantic, and Pacific.
Yeah, I guess
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I guess.
What year did JFK get shot? I don't know.
I don't know that either. I would guess 1960 something.
I think 66.
Yeah.
66. No, 63. 63.
I was gonna say 63. That was like my.
You should have seen his eyes spark up. He was like, "No, 63. I got it." He's like,
I just went.
Of course, you know that.
I went to the data bank and
name me every country in Africa right now.
Oh damn. Egypt. All right.
Dirt, shit, crap.
Jesus Christ, bro. I need a disclaimer.
Oh my god! I thought we were gonna make it to the end of the episode without Coleman saying anything racist.
Well, he already said the slaves thing.
Yeah, he was like, "Wait, no, not slaves."
No.
shit.
I'm not gonna be able to go on any more podcasts. No more guests.
You
No
put
more
that
guest
fucking
appearances.
green shirt
Lauren
on,
just
got
comes
this
here and
new
does it by
haircut.
himself. He just does it by himself once a week in your basement.
Just sitting with all 3 chairs, but in the middle.
You sit in the corner wearing a
Yeah.
mask like it's not you.
Yeah, I just don't say anything until I feel like it. Until I feel like, you fucking idiot. That's not. That's not right.
Then we show
Whatever.
your face, and the whole podcast gets secondly canceled. Jesus, Coleman. Jesus.
Did you guys see that fucking bridge get hit by a boat
I did see
in Baltimore?
No.
Bro.
You didn't see that shit?
Bro, that
No,
was
no, I didn't.
I think it was like
Goddamn.
1 in the
I can't
morning.
stop. Y'all did.
It was like 1 in the morning, and you just see this boat, the power goes out, and then it goes back on, and you just see cars driving over this bridge too. There's probably cars on it. I don't know. I couldn't tell
there
for
was.
sure.
Oh,
if
wait,
there
I
was.
did see this.
Yeah, bro, and then the power
Dumbass.
comes back on, goes out, and that bridge, dude, that is so scary. That would
Dude,
be the
fuck that.
fucking worst thing ever.
Yeah, and now suddenly my fear of bridges doesn't seem so fucking nuts. does it?
I ever see
No,
a boat,
water
I ever
freaks
see
me
a
out,
boat
man.
on the water, I'm gonna be like, not going across this
pulling over.
bridge. Yeah, we're gonna wait till this
It's like-
boat passes.
You know,
You
one
know
of my.
what's funny though too? A lot of these boats, like bigger boats, even like when you're at a point where you're up on the bridge like that, it will look like they're moving faster than they are.
Mm-hmm.
So like it'll look like it's close, but then you might sit there and be like, "Damn, I could have made it over this bridge and back like 3-4 times," and that's
True.
just still like,
all right, I'm gonna try to make it.
and then it fucking hits, and they're like, ah, shit.
Dude, Andrew Tate was like, "This is a clear cyber attack." I've seen this before. This is a clear cyber attack to take out them.
I think he's back to straight trolling, probably, right? Probably like,
Well, he got.
Is he still on
they
house
just
arrest?
arrested him again.
Again?
Yeah, because
What happened?
Aiden Ross said that he was planning on moving out of Romania, so the British government got a little accelerated.
Aiden Ross, that fucking
Crazy.
retard. God damn it.
Yeah, so Aiden
No, I
kind
don't
of
give a
ratted
fuck.
him out, and then yeah, he got a. It was like I don't know, England. I think it was
When he
England's
did it
government.
on stream,
Yeah, he like said.
Probably.
Yeah, he just said on stream that they were planning on getting out of Romania soon. So that gave like the government, I think it was the English government, permission to go over there and arrest him before he got out of his Romania.
Dude, did you hear about Playboy Cardi going on Aiden Ross's stream?
Yeah, he finessed him for so much money.
He paid Playboy Cardi $2 million to come on his his live stream, and he was on for like maybe
And
like 30
he was
minutes,
dressed
and he
like
talked
a
for like
wacko.
5. Yeah, and he had like a big black mask on. He was like, yeah. So the motherfucker got scammed.
and then he
$2
went
million.
and shot like a brand new music video after.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. What a dumbass. You gonna pay somebody $2 million to come on your stream?
$2 million.
Yeah.
It's good karma though. I mean, Aiden Ross does a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of dumb shit. He deserves it.
And he won't learn. That's
Yeah,
Playboy
exactly.
Cardi's
And I don't
fucking
like
garbage too, dude. I fucking,
Yeah, and I don't like dislike. Like he's a lot better than most of the live streamers and shit. Like most of the Is that
No, I was
no.
talking about Playboy Cardi.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
Playboy
agree.
Cardi. Oh,
Yeah,
what has
he's
he done
fucking
lately?
I think he's trash,
I was gonna
too.
say,
Just trash music.
when he first came out, he had some alright.
Is he the one who did Fiend? A song that's just like Fiend, Fiend, Fiend.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's fucking corny.
Yeah,
But
he's-
the kids love it, dude. Fucking
I started listening to Suicide Boys.
get the fuck out.
Lauren loves them, dude.
fuck
They
outta
got
here.
rhythm.
Yeah, they got all the rhythm, dude.
Yeah.
Remember one time
Pretty
when
tight.
this chick was like, I was like, you've never seen anybody dance any type of like choreographed dance to a Suicide Boys song. And then she's like, oh, I dance. And then she sent me this video of her listening to Suicide Boys at a festival. And there was like absolutely no actual dancing involved.
Well, moshing.
Like it's like, yeah, basically like that.
Yeah.
Like it was like, you know what I'm
It's-
saying? Like I'd say it's moving. Like I don't
Bro,
look at
their
it like an
crowd in
EDM
New
crowd, and
Orleans
most of
at
the time be
Buku
like,
was wild. I did not want to be in that bitch, but that
Yeah.
was an intense crowd.
I fucking bet. I bet they're fucking a nasty crowd. There was a point where she got down though in the video. She's like, I dance, and she's like on the ground, like punching the ground. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's fucking dancing right there. If I ever seen it, skibbity boo bop boo, goddamn.
Do the Charles, why don't you?
I don't know what
Or
that
the
is.
Is it the Charles or the Charleston?
Charleston.
Oh,
Like the Is that what it is? It's
I don't
like
know
the
what
leg
it
one,
is,
right?
but that's
I don't
what.
fucking know.
That's not what. No, that's not it.
I don't
Are you thinking of
exactly
the Fresh
know.
Prince?
Yeah, that's definitely what the Charleston's from. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
But no, I think the Charleston's an actual dance.
Oh yeah, but he does it. Or maybe
But
that's
his
the
name is
Carl-
Charleston.
or
But I don't know.
Carlton.
Carlton, actually.
Yeah. I feel like we're fucking wrong.
Yeah.
I think we're just wrong. This whole episode has just been factually incorrect. Don't-
But you should take it all.
There's
as
a,
true.
yeah, wait, I mean, I
Take it all
don't
with
know
grace
that
salt.
this is all for entertainment purposes.
You know, I think on Spotify, our podcast is technically listed as a government podcast, which I fucking hate. I fucked it up when I
government
published
podcast?
it. Yes. I fucking published it like that, and I fucked it up, and I tried to change it. I changed it on the website, but it won't change on
Yeah,
Spotify.
well, we got our politics, and then we talked for a second about it.
So that's why we talk about politics, actually, so we can keep there's an agreement.
That's
quota.
not at all why I talk about politics.
No, it's
not
my
at
fault
all.
usually. Yeah.
Only when I'm interested in the current topic.
Yeah.
That's about it. And right now I'd say, but the only thing really on my mind is what's been on my mind lately. Fuck Kamala Harris.
Yes. Fuck that.
What'd she
Raggedy
do
bitch.
lately? Or is
Ah,
it just nothing?
it's nothing that she did lately.
Nothing
Just
new,
fuck Kamala
yeah,
Harris,
nothing new.
yeah.
Just fuck her. Yeah. I agree. Kim Reynolds too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fuck Kim Reynolds. Isn't
Yeah.
there something she did recently?
Drinking and driving again.
Oh no, she took a
does that.
picture with George Kittle, that stupid bitch.
Oh yeah,
Who's
and the
that?
losers. He's a tight end for the San Francisco 49ers. He's from Iowa.
Of course,
though.
you wouldn't fucking know.
We're gonna get you into football this year and gambling.
No, you're
I've been telling him the same thing. And he's like, nah.
You're gonna hit the gym. You're gonna download DraftKings.
all in one day. And then you're going to come and get drunk and watch your first football game. We'll give you
yeah.
mocktails the whole time.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
Drop a Benadryl or two in one of them.
Or a benzo.
Yeah.
There we go.
He didn't say he was sober from that. Yeah.
I'm just zannied out.
Just fucking
Like,
just
no,
muddling up fucking little bits of fucking benzos in the bottom of the one of them shits and just fucking using it to make your drinks. It's like, man, are you sure there's no alcohol in this? I'm sure, brother. I'm sure.
I'm feeling really droozy.
It's the mint leaves. Or the cocoa leaves. You remember that fucking guy? Coca John?
Oh, Coca John. Dude, that guy got into all the events for free somehow. Just like showed up, mouthful of coca leaves.
This guy was fucking... Dude, we threw this party at this fucking garage in Ankeny. Like this big-ass garage. Big-ass show and party. 7 p.m. till 7 a.m. was the time set. We ended up having to stop there at like 5. I mean, like... Fight almost breaking out on stage, shit going crazy. I mean, it was a fucking party.
Dude, for real. Fillmore's DJ had his shirt off so fucking quick, dude. He was jacked, too.
It's so funny, though, but he just took his shirt off so
real
fast.
quick. And
He's like, what's up, what's up? It's like, why can't dudes fight with their shirts off?
Every rapper in the crowd was just like, all right, we're getting in on it. They didn't have any idea
And
what
their
was
homeboys,
going
dude.
on.
Like, there was so many fucking people on stage. But most of the people were being cool trying to break it up. But there's this guy that just showed up. Nobody even know how he got in or what door he came in. And he's just got a fucking mouthful of cocoa leaves.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
It's like, yeah, they keep you up and shit. It's like, because they're like, what you use
just
to
brown
fucking...
spit is dripping from him. Always in the same fucking plaid shirt. Every time I've seen him, and he like stalked Cassidy. He got her number, and he would just like message her the most outrageous, like it was just like non-verbal bullshit. Just like no sense at all.
He'd comment on your Facebook post too.
Yeah.
And do shit like that. And like sometimes she'd post what he said to her and she'd be like, here's another round of what the fuck is Coco John saying today? You know, like, it's just absolute nonsense, dude. Fucking the first time we met him though, when we were going to leave, he was just like kept coming up to the car window, being a creep to her and annoying me because I was trying to leave and he was distracting them. And I was just like, I finally rolled down the window. I was just like, dude, if you don't get the fuck back, I'm gonna knock your ass out right now. He's like, well, I don't know why you have to talk to me like that. Because he's standing like by the fucking headlight. Like basically in front of the fucking car. And then, yeah, he finally, like, took 2 steps back. Just barely took a couple steps back.
That motherfucker was driving the pontoon at the field trip. Somehow he got into that field trip, and then, yeah, it was just, like, driving the pontoon. And, like, I don't know. I remember if it was
How did he get a hold of the keys?
They were like, no, it's like the owners made friends with the owners, and they were just that close. They were just letting him cruise around in the pontoon, dude.
This guy was incredible.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I remember I woke up the last day. I'm like, feel like my head was getting kicked in. I wake up and somebody's making a shit ton of noise out there. So I unzip my fucking tent and like, I was about to just be like, shut the fuck up! But I unzip my tent and I look out and I see an air mattress floating in the middle of the pond. And so I woke my girl up at the time. I was like, yo, we're going. We're going to do this. So for the next like 2.5 hours, we just floated around in this fucking nasty ass water on an air mattress. The worst part was you couldn't tell it was that nasty. Like it didn't have like some putrid smell to it or some shit. But like, yeah, dude, we were wrestling in it that first night. Me, the Castanedas, and Zach Weatherly. All having wrestling matches. Just in the fucking water. And at one point, when I was wrestling Alex, I fucking ended up swallowing water, and I threw up so bad, bro. And Jaden had told me when they were flying the drone over that you could see spots of, like, oil and shit.
Oh, no.
So it looked like oil and gas, like, out of the boats and shit like that.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. I was like, man, that was some harsh water. You want to hear something really fucking funny?
Sure.
I'll let it go on
funny.
the podcast just for content purposes. So, I was working out like every day around that time. Like I was training boxing and shit. So both mornings, or like all 3 mornings, however long I stayed there, I went on a run around the lake and shit. And I chafed a little bit. And then I got in that water and shit. And I got a fucking badass rash from it, dog. Yes, bro. Oh yeah, bro.
How long did it fuck with you?
Maybe like 10 days I went through it, but I would go like 4 or 5 days before I finally went to the doctor. And I was like, I can't even sleep. This hurts so bad. 26 years old, bro. I'm laying, no pants on, laying on my side on this fucking like bed thing that's in the doctor. And then this hot ass chick comes in and she's like a student doctor.
Oh no.
Oh my god. And she had the mask on, but I could tell she was hot because I saw the picture on her. I knew like already tell. And then you see the picture of her and I'm like, oh great. So she goes behind me and lifts up this tarp and she's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the first thing that comes out of her mouth. I'm just like, dude, this is the worst, probably the worst thing I've ever been through in my life, dude. Just so, oh man, it took all my masculinity and just went, doop. I fucking was humiliated. I'm just like, that happens sometimes when you run, you're gonna chafe. Yeah, so it was whatever. But getting a rash like that, I can only blame it on that fucking water.
Yeah. And probably just like getting out the water, dry, wet skin all weekend.
Dude, plus I was fucked up, dude. I got into it with old buddy boy who was just doing like, the Gottis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I did one of those and I was like walking like, I'm like holding on to my girl's shoulder. I'm like, am I walking okay? And she's like, you're literally walking fine. And I felt like a fucking baby deer learning to walk, dude.
Dude, the thing about that field trip is just like, we've been locked up for so long. Oh, yeah. So it was just like everybody that came out. Because we had to make it Iowa only. Another event got canceled during that field trip. So it was like right at the end of COVID, kind of. So it was like outdoors. The sun was really good, like against COVID too. But so we had to make it Iowa.
Whoa, we have to say that that's not fact.
Allegedly. But, yeah, so, we made it Iowa locals only, and just, like, everybody came and just got tore the fuck up, dude, for 2.5, 3 days.
Oh, I'm sure.
The first night there was, like, the day that we set up, because I think I was there 4 or 5 nights overall, but the night that everyone was there... The night that everyone was there, just, like, before the festival actually started... Getting lit up. That's usually how it goes, though. The day before, the whole crew is just like, all right, better take advantage of the grounds.
It was fucking lit.
Yeah, that shit was wild when I was there.
The fucking weather for the last field trip, dude. If the weather would have been a 180 from what it was, would have been fucking immaculate.
Yeah,
it
that
would have been so much fun.
Are there
Also, that fucking edible. You weren't even there when I hit. Were you?
No, I'd left. Yeah.
I forgot I took it too.
Oh, bro, it was bad.
Listen, my homie gives me this edible. He's like 100 milligrams, right?
Costa, right?
And and I'm like, dude, we were eating some of those koala bars or whatever they are that are like the big ones that are like 500 milligrams in a whole bar. Like I had been eating those in recent times, dabbing all the time. I'm like when I'm taking edibles, I'm taking like 25 milligram ones, I'm taking like 3 of them. So I'm like, 100 milligrams, easy. Like I can do that. Like I'm gonna get fucked up, but I can make it through this just fine. Nick, I forgot I took it because then I got a call about one of my artists going to the med tent. So I ran all the way across the festival grounds. Totally forgot I even took it at that point. Later, I can't feel my legs. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me, dude? I was like, did I get into something? Is this just my anxiety? I'm like, I barely drank. I feel fucked up. Then I finally remembered once the hunger kicked in. Once the hunger kicked in, I was like, oh yeah, dude, I fucking like fell asleep and woke back up like multiple times.
Yeah, it was just everyone's in
You
the
would've
barn in the front, dude, because everybody's inside because the storm and everything, and Lauren's just behind the stage on the couch, just fucking out like
whole
a lion.
concert going on
in front of him, just right in front of him.
Yeah.
It's hundreds of people in the barn for sure.
People tried to probably wake me up multiple times.
Oh yeah, there's some people with videos and pictures for sure. I bet Jaden has some good ones.
Oh yeah,
goddamn.
they're just like, he's fucking knocked right now. Oh yeah, I didn't even perform, which things got fucked up because of the rain anyway, so time was super cut down. Mm-hmm. But like my voice completely went away. I could not drink enough water. I was like 100 milligrams on my fucking ass, dude.
No, Costa's been. One time, me and Haley got one from him down at Lyman Gale one night, and then we both took them, and like, Haley doesn't trip out. Like, I trip out sometimes, but like, Haley like was tripping out. She's like, I don't want to go to bed yet. And I like hit up Costa. I was like, did you put mushrooms? Like, are these like mushrooms brownies, or are these? And he's like, no, they're just weed brownies. And I was like, I am never eating an edible from you again. Yeah, dude, and I haven't to this day. That was like years before that. I haven't had one at a festival. I don't touch his edibles.
They're fucking good. Like, don't get me wrong. They're really good quality, but like, his measurements are way fucking.
No, he's
that thing. I would have believed it. And the gummy was only like this big, dude. But it had to have been hitting on like 200 milligrams.
Yeah, no. I mean that man consumes an insane amount of cannabis.
Oh yeah,
and THC. It's like I have him on a podcast. Like the podcast never released because the audio got fucked up. I have him on a podcast, and he's like, yeah, I just take like 1,000 milligrams.
Is he just hitting dabs the whole podcast?
Yeah. No, well, I mean,
I was like,
he probably would have if he could have.
Yeah, like,
he would have had the rig out and everything. It would have been like every 10 minutes, he'd just be like this big interruption. I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta dab up. I gotta dab up. That would be the whole fucking.
Always the most popular stop is fucking Coster's spot.
He had it.
Like
he used to just like have it. Yeah, he used to just bring it on stage, dude. I remember he had the rig like at Lefties. He had the ring at Lyman Gale one time. Like
he brought it at Lefties.
Oh yeah, bro.
On stage.
Taking dabs, dude. He doesn't give a fuck.
That's so wild.
Well, you know, that's something I miss about the pre-COVID days.
Yeah.
I don't understand exactly why COVID changed things the way it did, too. Because, like, I mean, people used to smoke in Vaudeville Muse all the time. Obviously, we lost that after 2020. Used to smoke in fucking Lefties all the time. Used to.
Yeah.
And then, like, it became, like, a big fucking deal. And like now nobody smokes inside of any venues, and we used to smoke inside of a lot of places.
Yeah, which it's respectful to not do it, I guess.
Which yeah, and I get that, but like also at the same time, it's just like what the fuck. I think it's weird how things change.
I think COVID just had like a permanent shift in like people wanting to go out or like be out in general. It's just made people more more homebodied, want to be at home. If you're going out, you're not necessarily out for like the whole fucking time. Because like nothing was like open. I remember nothing was like open at night during COVID. That was the most frustrating thing. No 24-hour like,
and that's kind of carried over.
Yeah, I don't think Perkins even is out. I don't think they do anything 24 hours anymore.
I mean, they were
before COVID. and then COVID killed it.
Yeah, but Walmart also just realized that they probably weren't making that much money on overnights anyways.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happened, right? Is like COVID was enforced. That happened. Then people were like, oh, well, I mean, this just doesn't make any sense financially. So why would we go back? Which is fine. But yeah, it has an effect for sure.
Yeah, I think 10 p.m. Walmart, though, is a little fucking early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I need a 12 a.m.
At least midnight.
Yeah.
Can we at least keep it out till midnight?
Yeah, come on, Walmart. Can
Really
we bring it to midnight?
Should we send this clip to the CEO?
Yeah, I'm down.
Wally.
Good old Wally.
Nick. I'm gonna start calling Nick Wally, dude.
Oh boy.
Well, guys, we're at the hour.
Yep.
Should we wrap up or? How you guys
Yeah, I
feeling?
don't know if I have anything else.
Yeah,
I mean, we got something to do. Find us on the Patreon with it.
every tier will just be another finger.
That is not what I was talking about.
This is going.
Not at all what I was talking about. This guy.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.